Hi guys, and we're back again. Larry Walker here on Lucky Life TV at the IMS. Now I'm with the voice that we've all been hearing now for 3 days, Emma B. How are you?
I'm sick of the sound of my own voice.
Well, I'm not. It's great.
It takes some doing for me to say that. But yeah, no, it's been really good. Been really good. 3 days, lots of hard work. We've had some great panels. We've had some great people.
Yes.
It's so rare that because the dance music scene is so global and so bitty, and DJs fly in and out for an hour here and an hour there, and people are so busy these days that it's really rare to get everybody under the same roof. And a lot of business gets done here, and I think everybody kind of walks away from this feeling really positive about the future of electronic music, which is what it's designed to do.
Exactly. Have you done ADE at all? What are the differences do you find between IMS and ADE?
I haven't had a need to go to ADE, but my husband does, and a lot of people I do know they go. And I think the major difference is that ADE is a lot to do with making deals, then getting records out there and then. It's back-to-back meetings, it's people doing hot seating and all that kind of thing. And whilst there are satellite events there as well, I think just not minimising Amsterdam's position in the dance world, but Ibiza is one of the backbones of dance music, and there's so much history that is here that I think when people come here at the beginning of the season for this event, everyone kind of feels inspired again and remembers why they first got into dance music. And
to begin with,
there's a lot of nostalgia, and everyone gets vibed, and I think it just makes so much sense here.
Definitely. It's only just now we're talking with Matt from Beatport, and he was talking about how long Pasha's actually been on the island for, and how there was a picture of Ringo from the Beatles wearing the actual Pasha T-shirt. And
I mean, you can't underestimate the history. You really can't. I've done documentaries about Ibiza. I've done documentaries about Pasha, and there were reports in the newspaper in the 40s, in the 1940s, when San Antonio was just starting to be developed, of complaints about the noise. Yes. It was in the 1940s before there was an airport here. Yeah. So, and it's always been on the outskirts of kind of normal society. There's always been, the people on the fringes of society have always, been drawn here. And there's rumours that the Romans brought people here to party, and I think it's everyone talks about this X factor that Ibiza has, and it's very difficult to pin it down, but it's tangible, it's special, but it's also a lot of hard work.
Your highlights, do you have a favourite from the last 3 days here at the IMS?
Yeah, lots of highlights actually. David Guetta last night at the Dole Villa was absolutely amazing. I helped to host the Pete Tong dinner as well, the Legends dinner, where he was honoured for his commitment to the industry. And there were a lot of old faces that came up and told some great stories. Carl Cox was telling stories. Darren Hughes and James Barton were from Cream, were back together on the same table, on the same stage, talking to each other, which is fantastic, and broke the ice, and was a real moment. And I think also we all got to kind of see a lot of footage of things that we remember about, which is good because most of us can't remember, so the footage really helped. So it was, I think, and I think some of the panels have been really exciting as well. I think the digital platforms one today was really exciting. There's a lot of progress being made here, and I think that's absolutely what IMS is all about, is progress, is keeping this industry moving, because it has stagnated on occasion and suffered as a result. So, to get people kind of talking about really fun, exciting things is great.
Yeah, very much. I've loved it. I think the last 3 days, we knew that we were going to come here and learn a lot, and we've just been non-stop, like, wow. And these are the people that, you're on contact with online and everything, that you actually meet them face to face and go, exactly. Oh my God.
Exactly, it's the whole point, Now you can't say no to me on email because I've looked into your eyes and you promised me.
Yes. Now tell us a little bit more about what you do.
I'm here IMS working for the Shop. The Shop are Ibiza's most successful and most established events and creative marketing company. So we kind of get the lion's share of all the exciting events that come here, and IMS is a client of ours, and we manage the conference for them. But we do a lot of brand events. We've worked with all sorts of people, from DC Shoes through to Bacardi, through to doing a big event with O'Neill in a couple of weeks' time. And so I work part-time for them, but I'm based in London. Yeah. So a lot of the people that we speak to are based in London, so it puts a face to a name much earlier on in the conversation, which is really nice. And then we lived in Ibiza for a couple of years and have just moved back. And back on the radio, I'm a broadcaster by trade,
Yes.
as you can tell by this wearing voice now after 3 days of talking. So I'm back on Smooth Radio on a Sunday from 2 till 6, that you can find online, smoothradio.co.uk, which is fantastic. And yeah, so I get the kind of best of both worlds. I can come and do some work here and then.
And you were here throughout the winter because you guys did 2 years here, is that right?
Yeah. Oh my God, the winter's amazing. I mean, you know.
Recommend it.
Well, I'm older than most of the people here, so I like the quiet, you know. It's lovely. It's the most beautiful time of the year. You walk out onto beaches like Playa d'Embossa and all the southern beaches, and up north with the almond blossom in the spring is just unbelievably beautiful. There's nobody here, you know. It's just lovely. I mean, you know, I miss supermarkets and I miss Selfridges when we were here, but you know, it's lovely and we've had a really great time. But it's easier and better for us to be based in London.
Will you be back again with us here next year?
Oh my God, yeah, absolutely. They'll probably say, no, don't let her in, but I managed to weigh myself into most places here somehow.
I think you've done an amazing job. Amazing job. Anything else you want to say to the camera or the guys out there in Lucky Life TV?
Just come next year. It's going to be great.
All right, guys, now just before we head off, no doubt you are, as it seems, very much a lucky lady. But because you are on Lucky Life TV, what's the luckiest thing that's ever happened to you?
Oh God, right, the two things, really.
Okay.
Meeting my husband, because quite frankly, it was only luck that was ever going to provide me with the most wonderful man in my life. And I won 2 tickets to the Maldives in a raffle about 6 years ago, and we had 2 weeks in a 5-star hotel on the Maldives that cost me 20 quid.
Fantastic. That's really lucky.
That was very lucky, wasn't it? Yeah.
Very much.
I think that's my luck that's been used up, though. That was quite a big bit of luck. I think there's much more left.
Fantastic. Cool, guys. All right, thank you so much for talking to us and jumping away at the end of the day here.
Beers?
Yeah.
Is it beer o'clock? It's beer o'clock.
I don't know. I think I'm still...
I think it was beer o'clock for some people. It's 10 o'clock this morning, but I think my first one's on the way, definitely.
Fantastic. Okay, thank you again. So lovely to talk with you.